Hey everybody, Chad with Dirt Road Reset. Welcome to this #1 in the series of our gear reviews. Hopefully there's going to be a plethora more of them. We're out here in the hot Sonoran Desert Wilderness in Arizona, north of Phoenix. It's a balmy 80 degrees with variable winds. Sun is shining, not a cloud in the sky, and today we're going to be reviewing what has been dubbed the world's biggest match. That is the UCO Sweetfire Behemoth fire starter. I paid, let me back up by first saying that all these reviews that are going to be in this series are completely unbiased, unslanted, and unsponsored. Meaning I'm not being paid to endorse this. This is something I carry with me. When I got the first one a couple weeks ago, and I just wanted to tell you the pros and cons of it, whether or not it's going to be going on all my backpacking, all of my tent camping trips or not. Let's dive right into it. I got this off of the UCO website for approximately $13. If you go to Amazon and you get these, they're actually twice as much. So a little tip for you, if at the end of this film you want to get some of these, go to the UCO website and get them there. Don't go to Amazon, they're a lot more. When you get this in the mail, it's going to come looking just like this. It's going to come packaged in this really cool UCO metal tin, and inside this metal tin is 9 Sweetfire matches with some separate strikers on there as well. It's important to note that this tin is not waterproof. Speaking of waterproof, we'll go into that in just a second. Let's take a closer look at the match itself. The match itself is massive, hence the name Behemoth, okay? It is 5.5 inches long, half an inch tall, and 1 inch wide. It is made out of a couple different things, mainly a renewable biofuel called bagasse. Bagasse is this brown part that travels the entire length of the match, and it is a fibrous substance that is used all over the world for fuel. And basically what bagasse is its byproduct or pulp from sugarcane. Once sugar is processed from sugarcane, what's left over is the pulp from the sugarcane plant. They take that pulp, they mix it with the vegetable wax, and voila, you have a long burning fuel, okay? On the top, welcome everybody, this is Liam, my son. On the top of the match is a perchlorate chemical liquid that's hardened, obviously. And this is also the substance that's commonly found on stormproof matches, such as your Titans and other stormproof brands out there. So you got the perchlorate, you got the striker, and you got the bagasse, or the bagasse. The bagasse travels up the full length of the match. We're talking weight now. Weight, this comes in at 0.8 ounces or 23 grams. When it comes to waterproof, now UCO boasts a couple things on there that are kind of, in my opinion, a little bit exaggerated. They boast this as a stormproof match. That is and isn't true, okay? This perchlorate substance at the top of the match is unequivocally, without a doubt, stormproof, in that it is windproof and it is waterproof. So much so that when we light this, and we'll demonstrate it, when the perchlorate lights and ignites, it is windproof in that you can blow it out, but it will immediately reignite itself automatically. Likewise, if you light this and you dunk it in water and you immerse it in water, it will stay lit underwater. When you take it back out of the water, it will reignite by itself. It's a really cool thing. However, once you get past that perchlorate and you hit the bare bagasse down here, it is not windproof. You can blow it out. I'll show you that. And I would probably call it water resistant, not waterproof, because if you were to submerge this Behemoth Sweetfire match in water, you could light it and it will burn right here, but once it gets to the straight bagasse, it may or may not stay lit. My experiences say that it does not. And when it did stay lit, it burned very slow and very low heat, and was just almost, it was pointless to even keep it lit. So it's kind of, in my opinion, it make your own conclusions on that claim. The second claim that I want to challenge is that 15-minute burn time. Now, I have burned a couple of these, and the longest I've gotten one to burn is 13 minutes. With the winds today, I think we're probably going to go about the same. Let's light this sucker up. I'll show you how it burns and what I think of them at the very end. I'll tell you if this is something I put in my pack at the end of the day, and the pros and cons, and on trips I would take it, and on trips I wouldn't.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, H-O, H-O.
Ready? When it hits that perchlorate, it burns pretty quick. Okay, so as you saw just there, nowhere near 15 minutes. Like I said, I've gotten them up to 13 minutes, but that was in zero wind, sitting upright, I mean, manipulating the bagasse to where it was straight up and down. But you know, even at 9 minutes, 8.5 minutes, that's a phenomenal time for any match to run. I mean, your stormproof matches last 30 seconds, if that. You know, and that, again, is it a match? Is it fire kindling? It's actually both, in that you don't need birch bark, you don't need pine needles, you don't need jute or anything like that, or your leaves or small twigs to get your fire started necessarily with something like this. Burning at 8 minutes, that's a pretty good solid burn time. Would I carry it in my backpack? Absolutely. I would. Not the whole tin. I would probably carry 1 or 2 of these things, because again, they are truly stormproof. And like I promised, we'll demonstrate that right now. I've got a little jug of water right here that we're going to submerge it in while it's burning, and I'll also do a wind test. Now, you're gonna have to pardon me a second because I don't have many hands. Liam, you wanna come here a second?
Why?
Because you gotta hold your water, buddy.
Oh.
Come here. Hold the water. When I ask for it, you're going to hold it just like that, okay? First, we're going to do a wind test, and then it's going to go kind of quick. I'm going to strike this, drop this, do the wind test. I'll show you that it relights, and then we're going to go to the water test, okay? So here we're going to light it. I'm going to blow it out now. Keeps on lighting back up. Water test.
I put it in the water?
It will light back up. There it goes. See that?
Put it in the water again. Alright.
Liam wants to put it in the water again. But, and that's a good test. Good job, Liam. You can see we'd already exhausted through the perchlorate, and we'd gotten down to the bagasse part. Once submerged, it went out and it will not relight. You have to, it's truly stormproof in that orange perchlorate section. After that, it's not stormproof. However, one more thing about this that could be really useful. You can take this bagasse, cut a chunk of it off, and use it as fuel. You can even take shavings of it like such and use that as a fire starter. You can take this shaved bagasse and light that with your ferro rod, flint and steel, anything that'll throw a spark that will light. I don't have any of those on me right now. I do have a lighter. It's kind of pointless lighting it with a lighter, but you'll get the point. And it immediately lights. Okay, so Liam and I want to thank you for joining us on this review. Would I carry the UCO Behemoth Sweetfire match? I would. I would carry a couple of them. Nothing will replace the Titan Stormproof matches. I highly recommend you carry those whenever you go outdoors. But this is just one more tool to add to your tool belt. Thanks for joining us as always. If you or someone you know is suffering from depression, anxiety, addiction, anything, postpartum, if you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired, get outside and find your dirt road to reset. Cheers, friends. We'll see you next time.